Hi friends, I'm Tania, and today we are going to paint together using brush practice sheet number 4. One of my favorite ways to explore your own watercolor style without fear of wasting expensive paper or messing up. By the end, you'll see how this simple sheet can help you discover your voice, the way you naturally like to paint. Choose colors and move your brush. Maybe you already have some colors on your palette. Use them. No pressure. We'll start by following the light gray guides on the sheet. Think of them as gentle suggestions, not strict rules. The magic here is that we are warming up, like stretching before a run, so you can let go of perfectionism. I'm starting with my mop brush from the Golden Maple set. It's perfect for wide, flowing strokes. On my number 1 and number 2 practice sheets, I tested every brush in the set. That way, I already know what kind of strokes each one makes. As you play, notice which brushes feel natural to you. Maybe you like the looseness of a mop, or maybe a round brush precision makes you happy. Suddenly, I feel like staying in one area longer. Without thinking too much, I use the pointed tip of the mop brush for more precise strokes. This is your voice emerging, the little decisions you make without forcing them. My shapes start to look like mountains. So I add another color for the sky. I feel like the clouds can't just be lines. So I give them some texture. You might leave yours as simple strokes. That's the beauty of this. There is no wrong path. This freedom is not only on paper but in your palette. Mix colors to find new ones. I like creating my greens. The mountains make me think of valleys, so I add texture there. I want thinner lines. Let's try the liner brush. I'll apply another layer with a darker green to create some volume. Another little decision without thinking that much. Getting bored of the same color? Fill the white spaces with something unexpected. Maybe a warm yellow. Time to try the angle brush for those curvy lines I remember making with this brush when I was testing it. This was definitely a good decision. Then a little more yellow. Keep exploring something you start enjoying. This is the beauty of these practice sheets. They give you the freedom you need to try different things to play. Maybe add another type of green. If you know me, you know I love painting little houses. So why not? Now, on three. Let's see if I can create some brown by mixing some colors. I think it needs some landscaping. If you want to speed things up, use a craft dryer or a hair dryer. Just remember, thicker paint, longer drying time. And this paper is in cotton, so it won't absorb as much. But that's fine. It's affordable and perfect for practice. I create some black by mixing paints blue gray, some violet, and some Yukon Butch. I start adding doors, windows, flowers, some tree shadows, and of course, it needed a stone path. When I thought about the house, I wasn't thinking about a big story about it, but it was a few little decisions I made on my way. Notice how, little by little, the page transforms from random strokes to something that feels mine. The way I layer colors, choose textures, and balance details with looseness. That's my voice. Yours might be more abstract or more detailed or somewhere in between. This is exactly why I created the brush practice sheets, so you can practice, explore, and discover your style before you use your good watercolor paper. Your voice is in how you mix colors, how you layer them, and how you decide when something feels finished. Once you're confident, you can jump to your watercolor paper, and you can always come back to these sheets for warm-ups or when you get a new brush. Download your free brush practice sheets, link in the description, and start exploring today. And if you feel ready for your next step, my Start Making Art on Day 1 class will guide you even further without fear, guilt, or expensive materials.